What up, YouTube? Jesse here with another PSA submission, which is very cool. It looks like they're really starting to roll in now. This one actually went from assembly all the way to shipping just overnight. I typically look at them about once a day just to see where they are because I have quite a few. I think one more in assembly and then about another 3 in grading. We got 98 cards here, Jordan Special. Just want to show everyone my face, 40 years old, collecting cards. Did it as a young teenager, probably from the ages of, 9 through 14. And then move on to junior high and high school and things happen. So I'm going to flip the camera around. Here's the goodies. Submission date, bulk order, so you can see that it took almost a year. It was a monthly special, as you can see here. It was the Jordan years, so I think it had to be 1990 through, I think 96 or 99. I can't remember the exact details. You can see I paid $9 a card, and then insured shipping on the way home. I did insured shipping on the way there too, so probably another $40. So hopefully someday cards will be this cheap to submit again. This was my second submission ever at the time, so it was I was still learning. I had bought like a bulk vintage card lot from an older gentleman in the area that I live in. And I was really card poor at this time, so I was just trying to hustle. I was trying to do 100 cards because I just heard a lot of the YouTubers talk about like, oh, do 100 cards a month and you're sure to make your way into the hobby. So that's what I tried to do. So you'll see some kind of oddball stuff here just because I didn't have a lot of cards. I did buy, I forget, like 40 of these and sifted through them. I just picked the best one to send, and booyah. That's cool. I mean, iconic card. It goes for about 300 right now in a 10. This is just from the bulk lot that I got from the gentleman. His name's Al. He had hand pulled a lot of stuff. A lot of the vintage stuff that you'll see, like 69 through 78, I bought from him. Ewing. I put everything in order of the year. I tried to look up some stats and stuff on stuff. Cool card. Last comp on eBay for 9 was, I think, $9. So that's cheaper than you can grade it at the cheap prices that I graded at, which is crazy. Jordan 9. This is really my speed. You guys will kind of see what I'm into as I do more and more reveals. I just think that's a cool card. It's a piece of artwork. And I did some stats on here. So the did I do the Clyde 610s. I have 2 of them, so I have a third of the population here. There's 14 total graded cards. So that's cool, right? Nine. Just a cool art card. In Ewing, there was 3 9s and 5 10s. Animation. These have actually gotten pretty popular. 10. This has been going around for $200, $300, $400. And I looked it up. There's 14 10s and 30 total graded. card was actually, I had a couple cards out of order. No big deal. Let's go by year. So I just think this is, unfortunately, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the glare of my head out. But I think you guys get the gist of it. The shoes. I can't remember if this is the dunk contest or not. If you look up his dunk contest versus Michael Jordan, this guy's legit. And so I actually bought a lot of these, 126 of them total I bought in different lots. I sifted through, I handpicked the very best 10, and I sent off the very best 10. So I got 1 8. 1 8, so that would have been 5 9s and 4 10s. I think you can get about $100 for the 10s. But I really wanted a 10. So, and they're not easy to find because, did I put it on here? Yeah, Wilkins. 14 9s, 12 10s. So I have a third of the 10 population, 28 total graded, so not many out there. So I was collecting Wilkins for a little while. And then I was looking for some Shaq rookies to submit. I ended up going with this. It's an insert. Looking back a year later, it was probably a good choice. I was picking them up for like $7 plus shipping, so about $10-11. This one I'm not gonna even get my cost back on. I think I submitted around 10. I got 1 8. So I lied, I didn't. 4 9s and 1 10. There was like 2 or 3 I didn't submit. They had like weird print lines at the top. I was just like, I'm not even gonna mess with it. And looking at these cards close, it's hard to tell what's the difference. So I'll definitely keep the 10 there. Probably auction the 8. This is me not knowing much about the hobby at the time. It's just in the bulk. Oh, my bad, guys. Because I pulled the information, so I want to definitely show it. The Ultra rookies, there's 1,700 total graded. That's pretty low pop for Shaquille rookies. If you look them up, there's some pops over 6,000, and that's why I went with an insert. So I have 1 of the 10s, so that's cool. And then I didn't pull any information on Alonzo. Got 3 9s. He still doesn't get much love for being a Hall of Famer, but this card, there's thousands. I would not recommend submitting it. I've been to card shows and then you can just see it. I mean, the first card show I went to, I probably saw 200 raw copies of these. And I was like, holy smokes. Some of these cards, there's just a lot. And then if you go online, the Ultra boxes, they still sell. They were selling for like $60 a year ago. They're probably like 110, 120 now. So I think there's much better Shaq rookies to collect. But I mean, if you want something cheap, this is probably $15-20. Stadium Club. 8, nothing special here. The version of this that you really want is the members only, and it's this stamp here. You have to be careful because sometimes they mislabel them. But yeah, it's stamped there, and it's like 4 times more rare. So Shaq rookie in it. Another art card. I really like these. I got 2 9s. And art. I have the only 2 9s. There's 13 total graded. the Famation of the Karls. I don't know if I showed that. There's 14 total. I have one of those. Trying to keep these in my stacks. About a third of the way through. Hope you guys are digging what I collect. And you'll see how I kind of evolve over the next, I basically submitted once a month for the next 8 months. Sometimes like once every 3 weeks. These cards are starting to collect steam. His Beam Team rookie card is probably one of his most popular rookie cards, or one of his most expensive. This is the base. So this is second year. It's not his rookie. And this is the members only. The way you can tell it is it says members only on the beam, I guess. I thought they were pretty generous with the 8 year. You guys can see that kind of peeling. You'll see some other cards in here where I thought they were quite strict. So I don't know. I'll definitely keep the members only. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the other one. The 92 Beam Team across the board is pretty popular. I think it was just out of my price range at the time for what I was willing to spend. Getting back into cards, I think it takes a little while for you to be able to spend 10, 20, 30, and then make your first $100 purchase. Hakeem. So that's the Beam Teams. I bought this off as a single from Al on that bulk deal. Pretty cool here. 2 10s. Raw. From Al. So those were wins. Here's one where I thought they were really strict. 6. These cards are just in hand. They're way cooler. Nothing major. This corner's a little weird there, the top left, but nothing bad. Some slight chip in there. I mean, to me, for this card, this is a 7 or 8, but this corner is a little dinged. So maybe a 6 is fair. Another cool art card. Stockton. It's 93. 7 10s. So they tell this story on the back. He's basically directing traffic. So I think that's a really cool card. Bought several of these, and man, I did not do well. 3 7s. Typically for a 7, from what I see, there's some like major thing on the front. So I thought those were pretty strict grading. Got an 8. So I didn't do the best there, but hey, oh, I did get a 10. Had this a little out of order, so I'll definitely keep this. And I did submit ones Hakeem. I think that's pretty cool, like retro card. It looks like the bottom of a shoe. And I forget the insert rate on those. Not many of these graded. Not really sure why I submitted it. It's not a gold version. It's just the Jordan scouting report. I looked before I did this video. They all have this gold. So I sent it in right and it was properly labeled. We're gonna do a stack, probably 2/3 of the way through. 15 minutes. So we're doing a good pace here. So 94 emotion. This is one of the things that got me back into the hobby. Is as a kid when my brother and I would go to the card shop, these packs would be $4 or $5. It was never able to afford one. So once I got back in the hobby and saw that you could buy a box of 36 for like 250 plus delivery, so like 275. It's basically what you would have paid back. What is it? 25 years ago, 30 years ago, which is just nuts to me. My girlfriend peeked in, see how I was doing. So I bought a box of these and broke it. I actually bought several boxes. I think a total of 4. I sold 2 and cracked 1. So a lot of these cards are from that box. I did not break it on camera because that's just not what I was doing when I first got back in the hobby. So some kid tins. His stuff is pretty cheap. Card 20. You're looking at 93 tins, 125. So extremely low pop rookie card compared to stuff nowadays. Grant Hill. These guys were co-rookies of the year. This was probably when I was in 6th or 7th grade. And this was the front of the emotion box. So these cards were a big deal when they first came out. 2 10s. Oh, the Jason Kidd or Grant Hill 28, 146 10s, 309 9s. Jordan. You basically get one of these per box. So some of the other cards you get more than that. I got 1 9, 3 10s. Jordan, there's 519 10s. So you can see that people submit the Jordans a lot more. I think these are cool looking rookie cards. 2 of those, the 102s. Yeah, there's 24 10s. So I have 2 of them. That's cool, right? Juwan Howard. This is just showing. I wasn't really sure what to submit. Juwan Howard was a big deal when I was a kid. Fab Five, Chris Webber, Jalen Rose. So I got an 8 and a 9. Those are probably. Hopefully I can get the grading fee. I submitted 4 Eddie Jones. 1 9, 3 10s. On the Eddie Jones, 7 10s, 3 9s. So I have about half the 10s. I mean, stuff to me that is even cool. Like, I own like half of something. Jason Kidd. I really, really, really like this card. And the other one just did better. Got 3 9s, 1 10. So I'll probably keep the 10. I don't know when his stuff will pop or if it'll ever pop. Glenn Robinson, if you guys watch my videos, this is who I collected as a kid. 10. I think if I wrote down, yeah. Glenn, right here on the bottom. 7 10s. I guess if you're following along on that sheet, you can cheat a little bit. Submitted 2 of these. 1 9, 1 10. I mean, between the 9s and the 10s, the difference in the card is... I can't tell a difference. Okay. Here's the inserts. I mean, you can already see how cool this card is. I think these are highly, highly, highly underrated. You get like 4 per box, I think. Maybe 5 sometimes. I think like 4. They remind me a lot of the Flair Showcase row 1 and 0s depending on the year. Like 96 would be 0 and then 97 row 1. So for a rookie card, of Grant Hill, I don't know that it gets much cooler. There's some Jason Kidds of this too. I sent those off. I don't think many people know about these. And their finest goes for more. I have no idea why. Lower pop here. Way cooler card. If that's what you collect. I did submit some kids. Pippin. I'm just debating what to send. These are your inserts from the Emotion Skybox. So these are the intents. You would get 2 of these per box or like 1 per 18 packs. I've watched so many videos that you always get 2. It's just depending on who you get. So I thought these were, I mean, you can see them, really cool. Highly underrated when I was picking them up. All the raw copies have probably doubled in the last year. I mean, most of everything has. But these have seen a decent uptick. 1, 9. Oh, there's the back. I haven't been showing that to you guys often. Apologies on that. Because the backs on a lot of these cards are pretty cool. Mourning. So that would be his 3rd year card. It was 7. I can remember these cards are thicker, so they hold up well. But what you have to be careful about is they do start to separate a little bit when they get older or dinged around a little bit. And I can remember debating on whether to send this one or not. And so PSA is, the rumor is they're tough on corners, and proof is in the pudding. So I really thought I was going to get more 10s on these because I really looked them over. I mean, I even sold other raw copies that I thought were 9s that I wasn't going to submit. So 2 9s, 1 7 on the Hakeems. The Shaqs, I continued to pick these up for quite a while. So you'll see here, I mean, if I was going to do well on one, I'm glad it was the Shaq. Jordan has one of these too. One of his more popular inserts. I think I submitted a total of 6, 7, 8 of these. I submitted 2 or 3 Jordans. Later videos to come. Cards are still sitting at PSA. So I got 2 10s. Definitely keep one of those. Then if you're a Glenn Robinson collector, possibly his coolest rookie card. The pose isn't the best, but what are you going to do? Oh, I spaced. Sorry, I just get into doing the video. The Hakeem Intense, there's 1310s, 29s. The Excited Hills, 1510s. Glenn Robinson, there's 7 of the Intense. Oh, one more stack. Another cool insert here. If you guys like 90s, hopefully you're liking this video. Feel free to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to. So this was my biggest eBay purchase at the time. I bought a lot of 13 of these. It was over $100. I thought I was going nuts though. I've definitely gotten a lot deeper in the hobby at the time. So these are 1 per box, and the set is like 10. So it'd take 10 boxes to pull one of these. This is the one I thought some of the cards, they were really tough on. The centering from top to bottom, you have to look at the name, but it's not that bad. The corners are, I mean, you can see some white there. And then on the back, there's, I mean, I would just assume this is a 7 at the worst. So I was hoping I was going to do much better on these, but there's another 6. Another 6. Another 6. Another 6. Another 6. That's what? 3, 6 of the 13. So about half of them, they give me 6s. Not much love there. 7. I mean, if you look at the 7s to 6s, fuck, I don't know. 3 7s. Three 8s. 1 9. And the Shaq Meltdowns. Total population of 47. Only 2 9s in existence. So I own half the PSA population on these for 9s. Oh, and 6s. Fuck. I own about half the population of the 6s. If you have humor. I was going to point out on the Shaq being teams, I forgot. The members only are typically, from all the research I've done on the pops, they're about a third more rare. If I'm saying that right. Or 3 times more rare. Yeah, that's how you would say it. 3 times more rare. You can see here it's like 6 times. I don't know if that'll hold true for the 93, but I'd be surprised if it's that big of a difference. And I think people are just sleeping on the members only stuff. I'm trying to buy up what I can afford. It's just the pop is so much lower and the price difference is not that big. It's typically like a 10 to 20% premium, which I do your math on rarity and pop reports. I don't know if that makes sense. So for the 10 people that watch my videos, there's my words of wisdom. Take it for what it's worth. And cool card. Did not do well. So Kobe's year, rookie year. Steve Nash's rookie year. Ray Allen's rookie year. Allen Iverson's rookie year. Killer draft. One of the, probably the best draft class out there of 96. So that's finally actually all I have. Let me know what you liked, you didn't like. Um, and that's it. And then in the video, I hope everyone was well. Later.